Look, I know it's getting hot outside. I've been seeing everybody in the gym. Everybody doing their thing, getting their summer bodies right. You feel me? I get it. But let's not forget. There's people out there that like the stomach. Some niggas like it. Look, it's okay. Some niggas like the stomach. It's okay to keep the stomach. Like, I don't mind being warm all year round. I don't mind it. I don't mind you still wrapping me up, still making me even more hot. It's fine. It's okay. I'm good with that. Don't everybody need a six-pack? Appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. If they don't, I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You keep that stomach. If you got to lift it up, to put it on back, put it on my back. Put it on my back. It's okay. Put it on mine.
Bitch, your mom should be ashamed. Hey, yo, your mom should be. I caught your ass in the act. Let me get you got framed. Heard you was a hoe. I really thought you could retain. I was a hoe every week. Yo, what's happening? Big boy Cabin Troop, what the fuck is good?
What's good?
I said Big boy Cabin Troop, what the fuck is good? Okay, so first and foremost, before we even jump into this, I want to say shout out to Donnie. You know what I mean? Give it up for Donnie. Yeah! Give it up for the staff that's been working extra hard. Give it up for your goddamn selves. Y'all not loud enough be our goddamn team. Do you love yourself for that, man?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So listen. This is a very historical moment, okay? So I need everybody to pull out their fucking phone right the fuck now. At this very moment.
Here's your phone.
Yeah, no. Pull out your phone and start recording right now. It's a historical moment. I promise. You don't want to not have this in your phone. Okay? Yeah. I'm gonna give y'all a second. Y'all right? You okay? I see phones. Yeah? Okay. So, yeah. If you love yourself, say I'm worth it. If you love your fucking self, say I'm worth it. Okay. DJ, drop that shit. You turn me up? Okay. Yeah. Listen. I'm working for certain. Give me the bags and give me the Birkin. I work it, not working. In the end, they eyes and I see that they hurt. I'm working for certain. Oh, give me the bags, give me the Birkin. I work it, not working. In the end, they eyes and I see that they hurt. I'm working for certain. Give me the bags, give me the Birkin. I work it, not working. Is you gon' do me right? Is we hopping on the flight? Is we gon' fuck tonight? Is we drinking darker light? Is you gon' mid-fight? Go rock your hips right? Tell me is that crucial tight? Tell me when I hit it right? Eat the pussy up right before and after midnight. Fucking by candlelight. Yeah, that shit is out of sight. Put the key in midnight. Ride like a ride. Do that shit like night. I must end up my it ain't not a state. Get the pussy on the turbine. Fill me with the big thing. Guarantee good. No, I go so good. Always serve so ready. Put this bitch on her knees. Put this bitch over me. There I say something. Pretty brown, that's the type. Been around the world, got the same thing twice. Heard of the village, living not this nice. See, I'm a grown man, them other niggas mice. I hit it like I hit it when I get behind the mic. Other Billy's playing, I'm Billy with the spice. This Billy clean and they Billy with the lights. Billy bad, you around, yeah, well I might. I'm fresh, your death, but fucking indict. Instagram is when I post, yeah, I get the lights. I'm no source with the sauce. Give me 5 mics, nigga. I'm working. Come on. Hey. I'm worth it. Hey. I'm worth it for certain. Give me the bag, give me the Birkin. I work it, not working. They like, boy, you so nasty, but only with the glove though. Billy get jazzy, dummy Billy trouble. See, I was bullied with the duffel. Fly young nigga from the birds, high trouble. Even back then, I guess I can admit I was a rebel. Stunting on niggas with the fossil on the bezel. No, I never couldn't get on my level. Fuck you, mama. Yo, fuck the devil. All grown ups and I Billy with the bass. Even back then, the nigga had it still taste. Shout out to my mama, got the real nigga lace. I put a nigga in their place, we do the shit they talk about you, but never see your face. And nigga smiles pretty and never catch a case. Breeze track shit, let it go, that's money nice. Shout out to me, I love me, that's my ace. Ready on Bill, guaranteed to win the race. I don't melt under pressure, that's the old girl lady. Where the beat go, Bill? Where I just ate. Now some of yours too, what's that on your plate? Haters on me, but don't worry, cause I shake. Haters on me, but don't worry, I'll beat the brakes. You know what, I'ma keep it real, you know they keep it fake. You can build a bill with a bill you can't pay. I worked it for certain. Give me the bag, give me the Birkin. I work it, I'm not working. In the end, the guys and they see it. I worked it for certain. Yeah, I worked it. 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 Say I worked it. I worked it. Say I worked it. I worked it. Yeah. That's fucking amazing. So this next song, I just want to say, y'all about to hear shit that's not out yet.
Brother, brother,
To this one. Okay. Can you hear me now? Is the mic miking right now or is it not? Let me know. What's T? Can y'all hear me or can you not? Because I'm seeing the microphone light for me. Oh, we can hear now. Okay. All right. So let's start over. Welcome to Big Boy Cabin TV. That was so embarrassing, but we live and we learn, and then we get loves, as they say. So I am Donnie, the creator of Big Boy Cabin. I wear many hats. I'm a jack of many trades, master of few, you heard. And you guys are going to be growing with me as time goes on. So thank you for the patience. Thank you for staying and watching and letting me get through the problems. But we are going to start back in the beginning of the show because now you guys can hear me. So let's go to the first clip.
you need a six pack. Appreciate it. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. They don't. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You keep that stomach. If you got lift it up to put it on back, put it on my back. Put it on my back. It's okay. Put it on mine.
All right. So what we're talking about today is all things Big Boy Cabin related, all things Big Boy related. The topic of discussion is love. When you're dating, do you feel fetishized? Do you feel loved? We're going to talk about all of that. We're going to get into the nitty gritty. Now that you guys can actually hear me, we can really have a conversation. Before we get started into the conversation, though, into the main topic of the show, let's start off with a roll call. Drop your city in the chat so we can interact and you can let me know where you're watching from. And we're gonna go through that real quick just to see who's in here, who's what city we repping. Drop your city in the chat, and we're gonna figure out where y'all watching from real quick. And while y'all are doing that, I am gonna add my second camera back. Okay, we got New Orleans going. We got New Orleans. Heard you. Where else we got? Who we got up in here? New Orleans. So let me ask you. It's been raining hella of a lot here in Atlanta. Like literally every day and twice on the weekends. Are y'all getting that too in New Orleans? Or is it just us? Man, I've been trying to get outside. I have this recurring picnic that's supposed to be happening here in Atlanta every Sunday. We're supposed to be out there and, meeting each other, greeting each other and all that. But for the last 6 Sundays, no lie, it's been fucking rain. And it has completely washed it out. I'm currently looking for another area to do it, a better area to do it, like indoors, so that we don't have to get rained out every week. But, things happen, and you gotta live and you gotta learn. You gotta roll with it. Yeah, I know New Orleans has some sea level problems. And so you guys are kind of like prone to flooding real bad. It was like that in Virginia too. I just moved here from Virginia. Norfolk floods. If you get a sneeze of rain, it's flooding. So I get it. I completely get it. All right, so let's move into the first topic. So the clip that we started off with was a guy basically professing his love for the big boys. And, big boys should be loved. You should be loved on. So I just want to ask, generally speaking, and we're gonna put a poll up. Do you feel fetishized or desired when you're dating? Let's see. There we go. What do you feel when dating? Do you feel more fetishized or do you feel more desired? Yes. Now, what I will say is that when I'm not in relationship mode, when I'm not thinking about finding love, a little fetishization ain't bad, not gonna lie. But it gets to a point where it starts to feel icky. It starts to feel like you don't see a person here, you just see meat. And I don't know. I've kind of grown out of the, I've kind of grown out of that. I don't really want to just be seen as meat. I'm not really thinking about one-track mind on just sex alone. I think as people, as big boys, we need to be opened up to more things other than just sex. So, in that vein of relationships, I have another clip that I found on Instagram, and I think that this clip is really nice, and it really talks to dating and relationships in a specific kind of way. I'm going to play it. We're going to have a discussion afterwards talking about the clip. So let's see.
Black gay men say we want intimacy, but the minute intimacy asks us to be vulnerable, everything falls apart. Okay, get in here, black gay men, and arguably non-binary mass folks too. I'm about to whack us for a second, because I don't think we talk enough about how patriarchy is showing up in black gay men's dating lives. We often talk about homophobia, we talk about racism, anti-blackness, but we don't spend enough time asking what happens when we carry patriarchal masculinity into our relationships with each other. And I say we intentionally, right? I've heard this story over and over again from friends, from people I've dated, and if I'm honest, sometimes from myself. It's the same story. Everything is going well, the chemistry is there, the attraction is there, then someone has to say how they really feel. Someone has to ask for reassurance. Someone has to admit that they're scared. Someone has to choose being vulnerable over being attached. And suddenly, everybody quiet on the creek.
You gotta be real quiet on the creek.
In The Will to Change, Bell Hooks writes that men who feel, who love, often hide their emotional awareness from other men for fear of being attacked. That line has stayed with me because I am acutely aware of how often that's true for Black gay men, at least in my experience. I think about how many of us mistake emotional distance for masculinity and how we convince ourselves that yearning for someone somehow makes us weak. Bell Hooks also said that commitments to the patriarchy interferes with our longings. And that's so sad to me because I think so many of us are longing for tenderness, partnership, safety, and consistency, but we've been taught that in order to receive those things, we have to stay detached, unreadable, and emotionally unavailable. So like the very performance we're using to protect ourselves may actually be the thing.
Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3.
In his poem American Wedding, Essence Hemphill said, "Every time we kiss, we confirm
Testing
the
1 2
world."
3.
And I love that line because Black queer love has always been a type of world making. But I choose to believe that confirming the new world coming also means refusing the patriarchal masculinity that taught us that vulnerability is weakness. Perhaps liberation isn't just about loving another Black man, right? Maybe it's loving him without needing to dominate him, without needing to perform patriarchal masculinity for him.
Okay, pause real quick. So, yes, I agree with what the guy is saying. I do. Let's see. We lost the other camera. 1 second. Here we are. All right. So I believe in what he's saying. I truly, truly believe that. Like, I do feel like men are kind of predisposed to not open up when dating. Have you ever been in a situation where you're talking to someone and y'all are getting to know each other, and then, you know, in the beginning it's still cool, it's still, you know, chill because y'all are just meeting and you're just starting to kind of develop feelings for each other, but then at some point you start to ask, you know, for reassurance or any sort of like sign or signal that you guys are actually making progress. And I feel like at that point, that's when things start to kind of like go, you know, side to side, left, right. It start to shift a little bit. Have you ever been in a situation like that? And what did you do in that situation to sort of clear things up? Or did things get cleared up? Or did they disappear altogether? Let's see in the comments about this. I'm going to put up a poll and we're going to discuss. So the poll is it easy for you to open up in a relationship? The options are yes, I'm an open book. No, I don't trust easy. Or 3, it depends. So let's go ahead and take this poll real quick and find out how we feeling about relationships and opening up and being vulnerable. And I'm watching the comments across 3 platforms right now. So that's why I keep looking over to the screen. I'm looking at YouTube, I'm looking at Instagram, and I'm looking at the comments on the site. So, how are we feeling? How are we feeling about this? Do you feel like an open book in relationships? Do you find it hard to trust so you don't open up? Or does it depend? And if you choose it depends, I'm gonna need you to defend yourself in the comments because I need to figure this out. Can we open up as men, or are we just likely not to be opening up? Or can y'all not hear me again? Can we open up as... Oh, y'all can hear me. And it's clear too. It's clear too. Okay. Y'all can motherfucking hear me. Get in the motherfucking comments and answer what I said. Oh my god, this is crazy. Is it easy for you to open up in a relationship or is it not? Waiting for some responses. Let's see. Or is the chat broken? The chat could be broken now. How we feeling? How we feeling? Laveau, are you still there or no? If you are watching in the chat, if you are watching, put a eyes emoji in the chat. If you can hear me, if everything's going according to how it should go, and you can hear and see me, put an eyes emoji in the chat. Just want to make sure we still have connection and we're still up and running. Are you there?
Brother,
Yes. This is my baby. This is my baby. I know it's in the house. Hello.
ATL, where you at? ATL, where you at?
ATL.
Oh, okay.
Have your hosts live there, so represent. Yeah. We're not forgetting.
Oh my God, don't let yourself forward. Yeah, all right. Well, I want to juicy questions.
Okay, so Supreme, my first question. What's your superpower? Making someone laugh, making someone moan, or making someone breakfast in the bed?
I would say making something
Tell us why. Maybe someone else can tell us why.
Is that what you said? No, he's gonna say, but yeah, I'm a Pisces. I'm a sexual being. I'm a sexual sign. So I'm a master of my craft. Okay.
Let's go. Okay. No.
Period. I love that superpower. Huh? What'd you say?
Go ahead.
Okay. So, you do. What is your go-to move when you want to turn a goodnight kiss into an invitation inside?
Okay, good girl. I was just saying, damn, that kiss was good. Yeah. Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go.
I I ain't gotta say much. It was already popular.
Put it up there sometimes.
Oh, so you're right.
Exactly.
Okay, you guys.
That's how you do it.
Give a round of applause to
That's how you fucking do it. Let's
It's free
get
to
it.
clap,
Let's
bitches.
get it. Yes. Yes.
Welcome back in. So just now we were talking about love. We were talking about opening up in relationships and whether or not guys are kind of predisposed to have a hard time being vulnerable in relationships. We watched a clip, and I don't know if you guys saw that clip or not, but the clip was basically a guy talking about how it always relationships always start to kind of like crumble or test the strength of it when people start to ask for clarity and for vulnerability. So is that a sticking point for men in relationships, or have you experienced that? And do you find it hard or easy to be vulnerable in a relationship? So if you're watching right now, go ahead and answer that in the comments, and we're going to debate it. I'm here to talk about it. We're here to get into some things. So if you're watching, put into the comments your answer on, is it easy for you to be vulnerable and to open up in relationships? You can put a 1 saying, yes, I'm an open book. You can put a 2 saying, no, I don't trust easy. Or you can put a 3 saying, it depends. Go ahead and answer now. And if you do put it depends, I'm gonna need you to defend that comment. Defend that comment. It defends. Let me know why what it depends on. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Drop something in the comments. Let me know. I also want to take an opportunity right now to plug in the join link. So if you want to be a guest on the show, if you want to get out of the comments and actually have a conversation with me and talk, let me put the little link in here where you can be a guest. Oh, it's at the bottom of the screen. So if you want to be a guest on the show, at the bottom of the screen, there's a link. I'm going to also put this link in the chat. That way, y'all can have this and y'all can copy and paste it. So that's the link. If you want to join the show, if you have something to say about the topic of love, if you have a question for me about Big Boy Cabin, go ahead and put it in the chat right now or join the stream and we'll talk about it. We'll get into some things. All right. So while you guys are doing that, I want to get into some things real quick and let you guys know some things. First and foremost, let's talk about the host search. So I am searching currently for a live stream co-host or host for the live streams leading up to the cabin and at the cabin. Today, in this stream, if you continue watching, and if you followed what I said in the beginning about sharing the stream, I will be choosing one person to gift a free spot to at Big Boy Cabin. So if you are interested in winning that trip to Big Boy Cabin, if you are interested in coming, but you don't necessarily have the funds right now, stay tuned because we will be giving away a spot. And it's based on participation. So you're going to have to participate. Okay. I'm going to need you in them comments. I'm going to need you typing away, answering questions and interacting because that's how we make this show a show. This is our clubhouse. We doing all things for the betterment of us, okay? For the betterment of big boys and the men who love us. So please, I have a question up right now. Is it easy for you to open up in a relationship? Yes, it's easy with number 1. 2, I don't trust easy. That's number 2. 3, it depends. And no matter what you answer, get in them comments and defend it. Let me know what it depends on. Let me know why you're an open book. Let me know why you don't trust easy. What happened? Who hurt you? So for me specifically, I would say it depends. I'm a very good judge of character, I'd like to think. When I was younger, I did kind of look at things with an optimistic lens. I still kind of mostly do. I'm not fully pessimistic. But I give people the opportunity to be themselves, and I try not to judge off rip. I try to be a little open. I give people the opportunity. I am kind of an open book, but I have limitations. When I don't feel like the other person is curious to know about me, then I don't divulge information. If you're not curious to question me about who I am and, what I like, what I don't like, I'm not going to just give you or volunteer that information, because I've learned, in dating, it is kind of, you do kind of have to protect yourself to a certain extent. So I understand why people don't want to open up and don't be vulnerable, because you kind of have to protect yourself. People sort of use things against you nowadays, which isn't great. But all in all, I don't want to look at dating as this I don't want to have a pessimistic view on dating, but I do want to protect myself at the same time. So if that means I have to be a little bit less not forthcoming, but a little bit less, forthright with all the details without being asked, then I'll do that. If it means I get to, hold on to some sort of sanctity and hold on to some sort of, I don't want to put everything out there and get fucked over. You feel me? And if you feel that, like, if you have any comments on that, if you want to join the discussion, the link is at the bottom of the screen. The link is also in the chat. Copy and paste it into your browser and join. Let's see. It looks like we got one viewer on Instagram. And hey, Jay Darrell, what up? What up, Jay? What's goody? I literally just saw this comment. I don't know how long it has been there, but I literally just seen it. So the question of the moment, Jay, is it easy for you to open up in a relationship? Type 1 for yes, I'm an open book. Type 2 for I don't trust easy. And then type 3 for it depends. Now, no matter what you choose, no matter which option you choose, get in the comments. Get in the comments and defend your answer. I know for me, I don't know how much of the conversation you've heard, so it depends. I'm also it depends. I'm also in it depends. I think for the most part, I don't know how much of the conversation you heard before this, but it really depends for me, because I'm all for being an open book, but I realize from experience that sometimes people use things against you. And I can understand why someone would not want to be vulnerable, because if you put yourself out there and another person isn't receptive and isn't also putting themselves out there, you kind of feel left swinging in the wind, and nobody likes that feeling. I know I don't. So it really depends for me on how the other person is receiving me, how I'm receiving them, how open they are to me. I ask a lot of questions. I try to get into the details about who a person is, and I try to ask meaningful, thoughtful questions, you know what I'm saying, to the person that I'm into. And I would like them to do the same for me, ask me questions, because the more questions you ask me, the more I can realize, oh, you are actually interested. You do actually care about who I am more than just what I got between my legs. And it is nice. I mean, I've been told not to toot my own horn, but welcome, man of what is that? Man on Fire. Welcome to the stream. So we are talking about relationships currently. I'm actually going to replay the clip that I played earlier for the new people who have joined, and we're going to discuss it.
Without abandoning ourselves to prove.
Let's bring it
Black
back.
gay men say we want intimacy, but the minute intimacy asks us to be vulnerable, everything falls apart. Okay, get in here, black gay men and arguably non-binary mass folks too. I'm about to whack us for a second, because I don't think we talk enough about how patriarchy is showing up in black gay men's dating lives. We often talk about homophobia, we talk about racism, anti-blackness, but we don't spend enough time asking what happens when we carry patriarchal masculinity into our relationships with each other. And I say we intentionally, right? I've heard this story over and over again from friends, from people I've dated, and if I'm honest, sometimes from myself. It's the same story. Everything is going well, the chemistry is there, the attraction is there. Then someone has to say how they really feel. Someone has to ask for reassurance. Someone has to admit that they're scared. Someone has to choose being vulnerable over being detached. And suddenly, everybody quiet on the creek.
You gotta be real quiet on the creek.
In The Will to Change, Bell Hooks writes that men who feel, who love, often hide their
Whole time this mic was muted. Can y'all hear me now? All right. So, let's talk about that clip a little bit, and let's talk about how you guys feel about what he said. Have you ever been in a situation where it was hard for you to open up in a relationship? And on the other side of that, have you ever been in a situation where it was hard, you realized that it was hard for the other guy to open up? Tell me about that. Tell me how you guys overcame that, or if you actually overcame it. Let me know. What up, Wes? What's goody? Wes, I know you got a comment on this topic. We're talking about relationships and vulnerability. The question of the moment is it easy for you to open up in a relationship? Type 1 for yes, 2 for no, or 3 for it's complicated, and it depends. And no matter what you type, no matter which option you choose, I need you to get in the comments and back that up. Let me know why it depends. Let me know why you don't trust, or let me know why you're an open book. Child, I don't know what a relationship is. Got an option for never been. You never been in a relationship? I find that hard to believe, Wes. You're a very, very handsome guy. I find that very hard to believe that you've never been in a relationship. Come on now. Come on now. I don't believe that. That's cap. So let me ask you this question. So if you've never been in a relationship, has anyone ever asked you to be in a relationship and you just turned them down? Or has no one ever asked you to be in a relationship and you just, it's just never been a thing? You better Google me. Oh my God. Ciao. Tell me about it, Wes. Tell me about it. So what is the situation? What is the story? Has no one ever asked, or have you just turned everybody down? Now I'm curious. Nope, I've asked someone and they turned me down. So you've never been asked, but you've gotten turned down? Oh my God. Don't y'all hate that? Don't y'all hate the friend zone? And you know what? It's fine. It's completely fine, because everybody has a type, and I'm all for everybody having their own preference and of what they like and don't like. Because I know for me, if I'm approached by someone that I don't have a preference for, I usually directly let them know that. And in a nice way. I don't like to hurt people's feelings, because I know what it feels like to be on the receiving end of that type of shit. So I don't like to hurt people's feelings. Well, friends with benefits zone. Now that one, okay, I'm going to give you a story. About this. Friends with benefits zoned. I have been friends with benefits zoned before. And when I tell you, it was so torturous, because the sex was fucking great. The sex was fantastic. Okay. Sex was fantastic. But the situation was tough, because me and this person actually just called me a few days ago. We'll call him Tattoo. Me and Tattoo were in an entanglement when I lived in Virginia. Okay? Me and Tattoo were in an entanglement when I lived in Virginia. When I first met Tattoo, he love bombed me super hard. Like super, super hard. I'm talking like the first entanglement that we had, he was dropping the L word heavy. Okay. And I was like, what? Like, sometimes when I get interested in someone, sometimes I lose my mind a little bit. Like, I lose rationality a little bit sometimes. And that was when I was younger. I've grown up since then, but when I was younger, it would be irrational up there sometimes. So when he was love bombing me, I'm sitting here like, huh? But also, let's do it, at the same time. But needless to say, it didn't work out, because, he had a situation, I had a situation, and it just didn't work out. But years later, now that I'm single, he has come back around, and we've been kind of like getting back into the thick of things, as they say. And he's been kind of lovey-dovey with me, and same over on this side, because don't nobody want to be friend zoned friends with benefits zone all the time. You feel me? I've grown up. I'm getting older. We're not getting any younger. Why are we what we doing? So I would position that to him, and he would, be all kind of all for it, but then pull back at the last minute, and that shit irked the living fuck out of me. Because it's like, bro, don't keep reeling me back in because you want the D, and then when it's time to give the heart, you want to dip out again. Like that shit. But I say all this to say, he recently called me saying, and he didn't realize that I had moved because I didn't tell him that I moved. He recently called me the other day saying, hey, I'm doing a lot better now. I know back then, things were kind of complicated and I wasn't in the best way. So I just wanted to say, I'm doing a lot better now. Do you want to go on a date? I'm like, huh? I don't live in Virginia no more, right? This nigga was like, oh my God, I can't believe you left. Why you ain't tell me you was leaving? I'm like, nigga, I gotta tell somebody that's not interested in me that I'm leaving town? What is this? What's going on? Long story. Anyways, let me get back into these answers. Let's look at the chat. Chat says, he was first. He told me that I wear my heart on my sleeve and ignored the red signs because he was my first. Ooh. The first. Is it the first sexual experience? Yeah, I'm guessing, right? Okay, let's keep reading. But I think it would be easy for me to open up if I really like you enough to be in a relationship. So 3, it depends. I get it, man. I'm the same way to a certain extent. I'm the same way. I wear my heart on my sleeve a lot too. I'm pretty much an open book, but someone has to show me that they're interested to learn and to read that book in order for me to start turning pages. Does that make sense? I mean, I hope that makes sense. Anyway, let's get into the next clip. So I wanted to show one of the performances from last year. Do I want to do a performance or do I not? Let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to play a game. Okay? Y'all ready for a game? Y'all want to play a game? I promise you that you're going to like the prize for this game. Okay? You are going to like the prize for this game. You're going to love the prize for this game. All right. So the game that we're going to play, let's see. Let me get to my notes. Let's see. Okay. The game is called Red Flag or Green Flag. Okay? Red flag or green flag. So here's an example. He, being your man or someone that you're interested in or anything. You really like him. He's checking all your boxes. You invite him over to spend the night. Y'all hang out or whatever, and it's nighttime. It's time to go to sleep. You get into bed, and he falls asleep first, and he snores. Red flag or green flag? Red flag meaning hell nah. Green flag meaning I can deal with that. I can deal with that. And you're gonna put your comment in the comments. So drop a red flag emoji or a green flag emoji. So red flag. So you don't like snores, man on fire? Listen, big boys, okay? We need CPAPs. We need a CPAP machine. I know I need one for sure. I know for a fact I need one. Okay? And I'm a snorer. Like I snore real bad. And we can't help it. It's happening in our sleep involuntarily. What you mean? You said you need your sleep. So what you gonna do if he's a snorer? What you gonna do? You gonna kick him out of bed? You gonna tell him to go home? Are you gonna wake him up and say, "Get the hell out"? If rain noise Thank you. I don't mind it. Look, I think snoring is cute. Every person that I've ever been with that snored, I was like, yes, snore in my ear, daddy. Like, snore in my ear, right in my ear. I agree. I'll take my man to the doctor and we gonna get a CPAP. Okay. All right. That was a good round. All right. So that was just a example. All right. Now, this is another question. Okay, green flag, red flag. All right. So I'm gonna set the scenario. So the dude that you're seeing or getting to know, y'all go to a party, and let's say the party, well, okay, yeah, y'all go to a party, and let's say you brought him to this party. You know people, he don't know people. Okay? You brought him to the party, you're mingling, saying hi to all your people, your friends and shit, and he disappears for 40 minutes. Green flag or red flag? I do choke in my sleep. I'm not gonna lie. I choke in my sleep. Like, I have full blown sleep apnea, full blown. So I definitely. And what's crazy is someone told me that how bad it was, and I was like, "What? I don't believe you." And then they told me, "Yeah." He was like, "Nigga, yes, it's really bad." It's like, oh goddamn. To do what for 40 minutes? Well, when you do find him, he's fine. Everything's okay. Everything's seeming normal. But red flag or green flag? True, red flag. Because where the fuck you been at? I wasn't talking to my cousin for that goddamn long. Where the fuck you been at? Anyways, okay, good. We're on the same page. I can see that everybody's following the same type of rubric here. All right, so on that note, okay, on that note, he probably get his sucks or sucking D. Oh my god! If I brought my nigga somewhere and if I find him and he's sucking some D, I'm gonna be tight. I'm gonna be so tight. Oh, you've been there before. Good lord. Good lord. Now he was sucking D on you. Was the nigga actually cute or no? Damn. That's fucked up. All right. Next question. Y'all wake up in the morning after a night of him snoring in your ear. So y'all wake up in the morning after a night of him snoring in your ear, okay? And he wakes up first, you wake up after him, but when you wake up and walk into your kitchen, he has cooked breakfast for the both of you. Green flag or red flag? Because some people don't like people being in their kitchen without being asked first. But he wanted to surprise you, and he cooked breakfast. Wes said he gonna be like Scudo. Wes, you crazy as hell, boy. You crazy as hell, Wes. You was crazy as hell. Purple flag. He getting all the throat. I know that's right. Purple flag. Wait, red and blue make purple? So what's the blue? I might be thinking too much into it. Breakfast food is my favorite. I love breakfast food. I love, 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 love. That's my favorite meal of the day, to be honest. Truth be told. Truth be motherfucking told. It's nothing like a good piece of bacon with some black pepper and syrup on it. Sweet and savory. Bitch. Anyways. All right. Okay. All right. So this next one might hit home a little bit. It might be a little bit of a sore topic. Okay. So you guys are sitting on the couch, and his birthday was recently passed. Okay, maybe within a day or two. Maybe it's the day after his birthday. They're sitting on the couch watching a show. His phone buzzes. You look over at his phone, and it's his ex wishing him happy birthday. Green flag, red flag. Let me know how you feel about it. Green flag or red flag? Ah! See, for me, I think I have to say green flag because I still wish my exes happy birthday and they do the same for me, and it means nothing more than just a friendly happy birthday. But some could look at that and say it's a problem. Let me know how you guys feel. Green flag, red flag. His ex texted him happy birthday the day after his birthday. Green flag or red flag? Green. I wouldn't care about a happy birthday. But if it turns into a convo, now we have a problem. I understand. Okay. Let's put this on the screen. Ooh, wee, green flag. Waiting to see how he responds. Ooh. Now, okay, man on fire, you be setting niggas up. I can see you be setting niggas up. I gotta watch Man on Fire. I gotta watch you. You a tricky one. You'll set a trap and let him fall into it. Okay. So yeah, I think it's a green flag. I don't have a problem with it. Like Wes said, if it turns into a full blown conversation that's starting to get a little too long, we might have a problem, but I'm not really jealous like that. I'm confident in what I bring to a table. And so I don't really feel threatened by any sort of ex or anything like that. I don't feel, you know what I'm saying? Alexa, play America Has a Problem by Beyonce. No, for real. Yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that. All right, let's ask the next one. Okay, so that's the end of the game. Thank you for participating. I appreciate that. Now, I need to judge real quick between the comments on who is more likely to cap a bitch. Let me see. Let me ask you this question. This might be the deciding factor. Which one of y'all are free August 20th to August 24th? Which one of y'all are free August 20th to August 24th? Let's talk about that. Which one of y'all are free August 20th to August 24th? Okay. Okay. Man on Fire. I don't hear no response. It's a little quiet on the creek over there. It's a little quiet on the creek. No, I am not. Okay. Well, West, DM me after this show because you, my friend, just won a ticket to Big Boy Cabin. Woo! Round of applause. Round of applause. Woo! Hey, and shout out to your homegirl. Shout out to your homegirl. May she have a long-lasting, loving marriage, and I love that for her. Alrighty, so this was a challenging stream, but it was a good stream. It was a great first stream, a great first episode. I want to thank everyone who came through and participated in the chat. Y'all are some real ones. I love y'all. We are going to be back every Sunday between now and Big Boy Cabin at 7 p.m. every Sunday. After the stream on YouTube, Instagram, and the other places is done, because the stream is going forward, the stream will only be 1 hour. We are going to have the after show. Okay? The after show is only limited to bigboycabin.com/TV. You can only access the after show through our website. It is our platform. There are no community rules like on Instagram and all those other places. You can't, it can't be reported because it's our own platform. If you are here for supporting Big Boys, supporting all things Big Boys, supporting a platform for Big Boys, by Big Boys, and of Big Boys, then subscribe to our channel on bigboycabin.com/TV. It's going to give you access to all of the content that's behind the scenes. It's going to give you access to all of the after shows between now and the cabin. It's going to give you access to all of the live streams that's happening during Big Boy Cabin weekend. Those streams are not going to be anywhere else other than bigboycabin.com/TV. So if you are interested in enjoying and participating in one of the hottest events of the summer, hands down, then join us at bigboycabin.com/TV. Subscribe now and visit us every week on Sunday at 7 p.m. between now and the cabin. Going forward, we're going to have more guests come onto the cabin, come onto the live stream. We're going to be interviewing people. You're going to be hearing from our comedian, we have a comedian this year. Woo, woo, woo. We had one last year too, but the one this year is nice. He's an Atlanta comedian. He's hilarious. His name is Buck. He will be on the show soon. I'm not sure if it's going to be next week or the week after, but he's going to be on the show soon. So keep an eye out for that. We're also going to have probably some guests that are coming to the cabin come onto the stream and we'll talk about some things. We'll have open discussions. So look, there's a lot coming for Big Boy Cabin. There's a lot that I have planned. There's a lot that I like to discuss. There's so many topics that we can talk about. And really, the most important part of the show are you guys. So if you are supporting what we're doing here and you want to see more and you want to really, really, support us, join bigboycabin.com/TV today, so you can be locked in with us for the rest of the weeks until we get to the cabin. We're 25 days away. I couldn't be more excited to get to the cabin. We put in so much work to get here, and we are almost there. So thank y'all for everything that you've done, every retweet, every like, every comment that y'all do. It definitely helps us push forward, and it helps get us in front of more people who would benefit from this type of content. So thank you. Thank you. I'm not going to hold y'all too long. I'm about to just play a little clip from last year. We had a violinist. Let's see which one I want to play. Actually, let's play this one.
This is me, Mike.
All right, y'all. It was a great stream. Like I said, I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. You is smart. You is kind. And just keep this in mind. Everybody deserves somebody. So make sure that when you're out here and you're dealing with people, that you care for them as you want to be cared for. And that's all I got to say. Good night. And I'm signing off now. Salute.